top 25 clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to Vaught-Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the USC Trojans, taking on the 24th ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Rebels will put total leather and we'll get started. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the USC Trojans offense will get the football first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Wants to pass. It's complete to the right. No chance to run, but still a good game. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. That's caught. It's Washington. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that...
There he goes! Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Trojans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to keep it in the air. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense, a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
And the Trojans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Slings it downfield. And he fired a bullet in, but it's incomplete. The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. So on their first drive of the game, they're going to roll the dice a little bit and go for it on 4th down in their own territory. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense. So the Ole Miss Rebels offense will get the ball for the first time. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. The RPO, it's complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Rebels can really attack on this 2nd and short. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
They'll move the tight end. He'll pull it on the read. Slithers into space. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll send the back in motion. From the gun, he'll try to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason. Maybe they know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
A strike downfield. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He might want another play. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. Oh, he had him out there, and he was trying to compensate for that speed, but just a little too much distance.
That's just greased lightning, so you think, I can't overthrow this guy. I'm going to throw it out there and let him run underneath it just a little bit.
Fires the pass, intercepted. He'll try to take it back. And what a return as he takes it back to the 8.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Here comes the Heat. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Well, he's off to an awesome start this season. Had a sack in their last game, gets his first sack right now. I think he has a chance to be a huge focal point in this defense moving forward, but let's just worry about what's happening now. This offense has to find a way to slow him down.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Splits the uprights. Good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Running back searching for a hole. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback making checks. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to the big tight end. Pulls it in. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It's on target and complete. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. And on 3rd down, they find a way to get the ball to the back end space and move the chain.
And that's a play the defender would like to have back. They like to think that they can cover running backs on these types of angle routes, but they're just not good enough on the coverage, and that allowed the offense to convert that 3rd down.
And this is the area of the field where you need a really good back. You can depend on, you can give him the football. He's going to hit a little crease.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, USC.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Looking for space. It's John. Got room to work. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. First play of the period, first down here. To the ground with the back. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Oh, better look out!
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
Oh, the sweet feet. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. And the Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
Makes the grab. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Here's the give off the left side. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. Now the play fake. Fires to the tight end. They knock him down right at the 20-yard line. Not enough for the first down, but maybe they'll keep the offense on the field. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. That brings them to within 1. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
That's a good example there of a complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. And the Trojans decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They put up a couple of field goals so far, but now looking for a way to take a drive all the way to the end zone. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. The Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished.
Throws toward the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. Smashes it between the uprights. And with that, they've taken the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a... Update on a top 25 clash today. Texas A&M is putting on a show offensively. Feels like they've been gigging them since the first whistle. They're up by 21 over Clemson. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Throws for the tight end. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Well, man, I mean, you don't get more wide open than that, right? Big fella running down the field, nobody near him. Quarterback puts it on him. Just got to make the catch.
They're dealing with a second and long. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Snagged out of the air. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. This offense is aggressive on 4th down. 2 for 3 so far today, and they're still on the field. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Trojans will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Looking to buy time. Got his man on the right. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it, 1st down and more. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Finds the tight end. He steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
And the Trojans can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Fires to the wideout. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Got him downfield. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the 1st half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. They'll try to run it in. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this 1st half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And they've regained the lead. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this 1st half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. A little screen to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
On those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Crosses the 30. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable first half of football so far today in Oxford. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's head back to the Grove at our villas at Vaught Hemingway Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Trojans will kick it away to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. After the lack of production in the first half, plenty to talk about. Let's see what they can dial up here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think you stay calm. I think you make adjustments, Jesse. I think you realize what they're doing to us and how can I attack that. But you also tell the guys, low-scoring game, still very much in this. We can still be who we are.
It's a good point. I think on offense, this is not the time to reinvent the wheel. I think you stay true to who you are and what your identity is. And you've got to show confidence in your guys to go out and just execute better here in the second half.
Got it behind the line. It's Coffee. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
At midfield, he's got room. We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab. And the Rebels moving quickly to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at it, they're right back on the football.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
This has been the problem for the offense in this game so far, guys. They're getting down into the red zone, but they're not able to punctuate these drives with touchdowns. They've had to settle for field goals already, and getting sacked on first down in the red zone again is putting them in a bad position all of a sudden, moving backwards. The offense has got to be better in this critical area.
Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They are getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And that one is picked up in the end zone.
I tell you what, as a quarterback, you got to have a short memory. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to be asked to do a lot, and he throws his first career interception. If I'm the coach on the sideline, listen, I'm bringing him over. This ain't going to be your last, big fella. Like, you're going to make mistakes. It's okay. Put it behind you. Next play.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play of the 3rd quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Offense in a bunch formation. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. On the move to the right, and looking for a big one. Oh, what a play He's going to lose a yard on that one. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Back to pass on second down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Across the 10. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. This kicker's leg is getting a workout. He's already made 3 field goals, and here he comes again. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Texas A&M is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up in practice this week. They're up by 21 over Clemson. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Picks up the first down. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Might as well give it to him again. Oh, he's got some space. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
When you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Going to swing it on second down. Fires toward the target. Got him, and nobody's close. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. Trojans used to be known for student body right, and they can still do that. But with quarterbacks like this, you want to put it up.
Yeah, I think they hung that up years ago when they started to find, big, strong quarterbacks that can throw the ball all over the yard. So I like the student body right, student body left, but that's a little old school for me there on the deep.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Looking down the middle. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to throw again. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Great shot at a field goal from here. You don't want to be reckless and take it off the board, but you got to go for the score. Right down the middle. For the third straight play, the pass falls incomplete. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. Already proven reliable. Once he'll try a second field goal, this one a 37-yarder. And that is no good. Still down by 2. Chance to take the lead out the window. Guys, tough break there. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got his man quickly. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Tight end now in motion. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. So now it's 2nd and long. From the gun, running back gets to give. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts one down the sideline. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. And the Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes a nice grab at the 25. He couldn't find much running room there, didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. It'd be frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Snagged in the middle, it's Wood. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Like this, the ball is very bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Working that left side.
Pass on 3rd down. Caught by the receiver. Gain of 15. And that's a...
We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Single back formation, and they give it to him.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Grab behind the line. It's Washington. Got room at the 35. Breaks into the open. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy at 2nd down. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Making side adjustments here. Here's the pressure. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Right down the boulevard. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
All field goals are not created equal, guys. Kicks in the 4th quarter to take the lead. They just seem to carry so much more weight. So give that young man credit for getting out there and knocking that thing through the uprights. All of the pressure, all the eyeballs on him, he delivered.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Got his man downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Quarterback on the keeper. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The Rebels will send out the punt unit. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. It's complete on the right side. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. From the 30-yard line on first down. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. It's a seam wide open. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. That's reeled in. It's Rousseau. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They run the reverse. Breaks the tackle. He's knocked down for a loss of 7.
Well, the offense is trying to go with a trick play, and they're dialing up the reverse, but the defense had great eye discipline. They tracked the football from the running back to the receiver, and they were able to rally to him and make a big tackle for a loss.
Working that left side now. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Slides away. Took a shot as he threw. And it's incomplete on 3rd down. And the Rebels will call on their punt team. Hauls it in, looking for space. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a gap. It's Green. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow. But this carries big-time risk on 4th down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Trojans are moving quickly down the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Leaves it with the back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. The Trojans kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Motion from the back. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got him. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up 3rd down.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Good, right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And he takes this from inside the 5. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end. How much fun was that one? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise.